Is this thing live? Are we live? Let me see here. Are we live? What's happening, y'all? If you're out there, let me know. I got to see where I can find. Oh, there's some chat. Oh, Mr. Ryan, what's popping? Mr. Michael, what's happening? What's going on, guys? How's everybody? Mr. DSN, yes, I am live. Man, shh. Don't tell nobody I'm live, bro. Don't tell nobody I'm live. I don't want nobody knowing that I'm live on YouTube in a time when I'm normally not live on YouTube, bro. What's going on, guys? How's everybody? How's everybody doing out there, man? How's everybody in their different parts of the world? Vinny, how you doing? Commuter! Bro, listen, guys in the chat. Y'all got to understand, man. Commuter tunes in from Ireland, bro. He is a absolute OG when it comes to my channel and the Rideshare Garage, man. I love y'all. Like, I know DSN is from Colorado, Commuter Patty's from Ireland, Traveler, Michael, and Ryan. Y'all got to forgive me, dude. I do not remember where you guys are from. So don't get mad at me because I'm old and my memory sucks. I'm just saying. I can remember, like, the big things. You know what I mean? Like, the big things. Like, when my first child was born and my second child and my third child and my fourth child. And I can remember all the grandkids' birthdays. But, damn it, sometimes I forget where everybody's from. You know, Central New York. Traveler? I did not know that, bro. Central New York. God dang. All right. That works. I ain't even mad at you. So listen, today I got I can't show it to you, but I'm using one of my mounts that I've been wanting to like try out for live and drive around a little bit. Connecticut. Okay. Mr. Michael, appreciate you. Shout out. Damn. And that's right, Ryan. That's right. I do remember you are from Ohio. That's right. Oh man, I'm trying to read all this. Zamirov, I think. Hello, boss. How are you? India. Okay. All right. Well, India. What's popping? I don't know how to do all that, but what's popping in India? All right. Silver Fox, what's happening, man? Hey, Silver Fox, I heard you doing the TCP thing out in Cali, bro. I heard you doing the TCP thing out in Cali, and I really, really want to talk with you. I've been talking with Steven a lot. You know, Steven's got his deal going where he's going to get his TCP out there. Yeah, that's what I mean. Silver Fox, you have your TCP. For you guys who don't know, Silver Fox has his private license for California now. He's doing Uber out there, but he's doing it with the insurance deal. So let's see. We're gonna get some funny business going through this chat here. Listen, I'm in South Florida. I am in South Florida. I am live from South Florida. What? I give my account number if you pay. I need what? No, bro, I can't help all that. Anyway, we're going to have to start throwing some people up out of here. We don't do that shit here. This ain't that kind of party. No, sir. How you do that? I don't even know how to do that. Okay, let's do that. Okay. All right, my moderators, man, if y'all see some funny business in the chat, go ahead and ban them out. I don't need it. We don't need it. Anyway, Silver Fox, yeah, Uber hasn't activated my account yet. Okay. So you're not catching that TCP yet. All right, I got you. Casey, what's popping? How are you? I'm just trying to get these, we got some stuff going on here. I want to get them fellas up out of here because we don't need that. Put user in timeout. They got to go 24 hours. We don't need that there. All right, if I see something crazy come up in that chat, you know y'all asses up out of here. We don't play that. I am in a different location today. Just burning commercial insurance money. You know, that's crazy, dude, because I thought the whole point was if you went and got your TCP and you went and got your commercial insurance, that was going to automatically put you into that where you guys can start getting that stipend up there. I mean, if they're not going to actively get you your extra dollar per mile. If you guys don't know what's going on, Uber's trying to coax drivers into getting their own commercial insurance, which, you know, depending on how you look at it from a business standpoint, is probably smart to do it that way, as long as in your city, and I know out in California, their laws out there are a little different than they are here in South Florida. but they can get out there in California. You can get your TCP, you can get your business license, and you can go and get that extra dollar a mile or whatever that stipend is that Uber's willing to pay. You'll make more money, and in the long run, you'll probably wind up paying less money for your insurance overall. So, just something to think about, y'all, if it comes up to you. But Uber says Uber commercial take their sweet yeah, it sucks, dude. That sucks. Casey, up out of you're north in Vero Beach. I was up there last time I was in Vero Beach, man. I had a nice ride, nice premier ride out of PBI Airport. We went from PBI to Vero Beach. It was a reserve ride. I'm not gonna tell you what it paid me because it paid me damn good. But we was in the Tessie too, man. We were in the Model Y. I know a certain Rivian that's still waiting. Oh, that guy too, huh? Okay, and your place, my day, my place, night. What? Nope. I don't know what that is, but you know what? Unlike some people, I know how to get them. I know how to get them out. 24-hour removal. Got to go. Homie, don't play that. Homie the Clown. Do you guys even remember Homie the Clown? All right, anyway, I am 41 minutes in a new area that I never work. We got mosquitoes popping up here in South Florida too now. It's getting hot enough down here. We are in a new spot. It's not new, but it's new for me because I normally don't come here. And it is a little early. I've got on, what the hell do I have on? Let's see. I got on Comfort. I don't know, y'all can see that. I got on Comfort. I got on Premier, Comfort Electric, Premier Hourly. I do not have on UberX and UberX Priority. Now, yesterday I did, man. What the hell? Oh, okay. Let me make sure I'm good. Yeah, yesterday I did, dude. I took an UberX ride yesterday, but I had a $12 surge attached. So I'll do some UberX. I said in that video I put out last week, and by the way, everybody who checked out that video, I got to tell you, I was shocked. I was really, really shocked. That video did extremely well. 3,800 views in less than the first week, first 5 days. I don't know if it was the title, the content, or if we just got a shit ton of new people coming into the market, with schools letting out, certain jobs letting people go. Y'all know what's happening, right? The markets are slowing down in the South because everybody went back north, at least on our side of the coast. And, more people are starting to drive because they got to make money, right? Teachers, administrators, hey, even the janitors got to make some money, bro. So they're going to be out here in these side hustles, making a run at it. And then on top of that, you got all the AVs running, right? You got the Waymos running. You got Tesla's going to start up June 12th in Austin. They're going to, if you don't know, they're going to start out with, I think it's 20 Model Ys. They're going to have safety drivers in them. I saw Steve from Rideshare Rodeo put out a video today. I watched some of it. I didn't get to see all of it, but said that Waymo and, or it's either, I think he said Uber and Tesla are operating illegally. I don't know. I haven't looked that much into it. My spidey senses tell me that if they were operating illegally, they wouldn't be on the road. So I actually don't know. I don't want to speak out against Steve. I love Steve to death. But I'm going to have to do a little research on that, because if it were illegal, I'm just saying, how are you getting away with it? I mean, we're talking Uber and Tesla. We're not talking Congress. We all know Congress is full of shit, both sides of it. But, anyway, I digress. Anyway, let me see what's going on. Catch up with these comments. Your neighbors don't. Oh, hold on. Okay. I can only do X. I have a Kia K5. X here sucks. Lyft is actually better for basic. You know what, Silver Fox? So, Casey, Silver Fox is out in California. And so Steven, which is the Unbroken Driver, Tech and Effects, he says the same thing that Silver Fox says, that Lyft is actually better out there by them than Uber X is. Here, I don't know. I haven't done any X yet this year. 1 or 2 rides, that's about it. So, let's see. Trapede. You funded yet? What prop firm? I was on a sim account, And I got a little. Last week was kind of tough for me. 2 weeks ago, I damn near blew it up. I got so, it wasn't even greedy, man. It was just I was up too, man. I was ready to, I was that close to getting that first payout on that My Funded Futures account, and I just went down a rabbit hole. But I had some, we can find excuses. We're just going to go with I didn't stick to my plan and my discipline. So we started a new funded a new 50K account on Tuesday. I did not trade Tuesday. I traded Wednesday and Thursday. I did not trade yesterday, although I was out and I saw the trades. I had the laptop in the car. I was out trying to work. That was a mistake. So I'm seeing the trades better. Listen, for the 2 days I've traded, one contract at a time, one NQ contract at a time, up 530 for the 2 days. So come back Monday, we're going to hit it again, We're going to hit it again. Listen, I told Eddie, Eddie Driving in Style 1, if you guys don't know, I told Eddie, I plan on getting my payouts rolling in the month of June. Like, I am fully determined on that, because I really think we're at that point with rideshare, at least in my area. We're at that point, rideshare, you can't count on this shit. I've been online now for 47 minutes. I'm in a high-end area, y'all. I ain't telling you where I'm at, but I'm in a high-end area. Trust me. I'm in probably, and anybody local will know where I'm talking about, I am probably the second or third wealthiest area in Broward County, edge of Palm Beach. No, it's Broward County. Yeah, it's Broward County. Well, actually, you know what? Let me rephrase that. I'm in the wealthiest area in Broward County. I'll leave it at that. If y'all can figure it out, I will let you know. I will let you know. Let me catch up with Casey says, and y'all forgive me because the type is this small and my eyes are that old. Casey, X isn't bad here. Vero's a small town with only one commercial airline, but the town border is about 15 minutes in any direction. So lots of quick rides and some distances into nearby towns. Casey, I would think that'd be good because you're moving, right? If the wheels are moving, you're making money. Now, does that mean $3 and $4 rides are good? Well, it depends. Are they going a mile? Right? Because one of the biggest things, and I decided to go live today instead of making a video, because there's just some things I want to talk about, but I'm going to do that a little different. I'll explain that in a minute. If they can keep us busy, now let's be honest, all y'all need to be honest out there. If they can keep you busy and your, as I call, ass in seat, right? Your passenger in the car, your ass in seat time was more than your ass not in seat time. And they can keep you busy. Short distance trips can keep you busy. $3, $4, $5 pops for a mile or two. And you only got to go a mile or so to pick them up, to go a mile or two to drop them off. It ain't so bad. I'm just saying, in my opinion, it's not so bad. Especially if you're in an EV. And see, I didn't say Tesla, I just said EV or a Prius. Because you need that gas mileage. But those short trips like that in a Tesla or a Chevy Bolt or or the Kia EV or whatever it is, with braking generation, you can't beat these EVs in those short trip situations. But that's the problem. They can't keep us busy. I remember last year when I was doing all those X rides, in this too, by the way, y'all, if y'all don't know, last year I was in this doing those X rides. And I was chasing the 200 rides a month. They couldn't keep me busy even on the X platform. So if they can't get you busy, if they can't keep you bing, 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 Casey, good job, bro. Good job. Good. I don't know about you, but yes, I'm in Parkland. If they can keep you busy, I mean, really, what do you got to bitch about? If you can pick up $25, $30 an hour clean. So y'all know what I mean by clean, right? If you can pick it. Let me ask you a question. Hey, let's ask the chat. I don't have the ability to do a poll here. But if I had to do a poll, if you're doing X rides and comfort rides, which is the majority of rides that people do, I'm being honest now. The majority of rideshare is X and Comfort. We know this. If you could make $20 an hour clean, after expenses, 20 clean, would that be all right? Would that be a good deal? That's just an honest question, man. That'd be a good deal. I'm just curious if that'd be a good deal or not. X is okay on busy times. Yeah, Silver Fox. Big companies are above the law. Bro, Traveler, you already know this, bro. Right? Overall lift is better for basic only. Trade took a couple of... I don't know why you retract. Bro, you didn't have to retract your comments, bro. You could have left them up. Anyway, I'm going to wait here another 10 minutes and then we're going to go for a ride, bro. Because this ain't going to cut it. I'm sitting here already for an hour. You know, I can sit here in my spot. I am shocked, though. I haven't gotten a request at all. Like for nothing. Because Parkland is one of those areas where, you know, in the evening time. So if you guys don't know Parkland, it's a very affluent area, very rich, wealthy area. You guys probably know it from the unfortunate Stoneman Douglas shooting. What was that, in 2018? And, yeah, it was 2018, I believe. 2018? Yeah. February 14th, 2018. There's a lot of money out here, and they built up their own community. And it's very high-end, lots of money, well-maintained, well taken care of, right? So from Parkland, though, it's way on the west side of the county. And if you live in South Florida, and probably up where Casey is, too, the majority of the high-end restaurants and stuff are all out on the east side. Now, some of these communities do have, you know, they got like their own little town center. Like Weston has its own little town center out there. You know, and Parkland has one, but it's just developing. So it's really not, you know, people want to get out of here. So you can catch a lot of premier rides. I have caught tons of premier rides out of here going east, but that's in season. So now you've got a few of these homes out here, apartments, condos. Most of them are, you know, sizable properties, you know, 10, 15, $20 million homes out here. A lot of these folks are gone north for the winter, gone for the summer, they're in their yacht on the Cayman Islands or whatever the fuck they're doing. And so, you know, it's not always as lucrative. So I don't know if I want to hang here or not. But I know this, that it's not unusual to see really good surge out here. You know, it's not unusual. Only gains. That's the area I usually work. Yesterday was pretty good. Today has been slower. Well, you know what? I've been noticing on Saturdays over the last month, 6 weeks, Saturdays have been like not good for anybody. And I normally work Delray, West Palm, Boca, those areas, because again, like Parkland, and understand Parkland's closer to my house, and you know, when I do morning shifts, Parkland's a pretty good place to go for me, because you get a few premier rides out of here, comfort rides out of here that pay okay going to the airport. But sorry, y'all, needed my Coca-Cola. But anyway, all right, so let me see what else is going on in here in this chat. Terrence, if you're renting a car, yes, maybe. If it's yours, nope. You know what? That's interesting. I'm trying to see the name, bro. Mr. Techniques. Okay. If you're renting a car, $20 an hour clean is worth it. If you're not renting a car, and remember we were talking about X and comfort only, it's not worth $20 an hour clean is not worth it. I guess it depends on the car, right? It depends on the well, you know what? Can I rephrase that? Depends on the value of your car, I would think. Because if I can come out and I can do a Toyota Corolla that I paid $10,000 for, I would think, don't hold me to this, guys, don't start cussing me out in the chat, but I would think a $10,000 car, you can make that happen. You can get that car paid off pretty quick. When we look at what Steven did out in LA, He bought a and I'm just it's not the car itself, it's what he paid for the car that's going to make the difference for him out there. He bought a brand new, or he bought a, I think it's a 2018 Model 3 or 2020 Model 3, something like that. He only paid $12,000, $13,000 for the car. So he's getting an EV, or he's getting a car that he paid, a fair value for the car. It's not going to take him much to make that money back. Now, the trick becomes when it comes to values of vehicles, and I'm just going to say this right now. If you go out right now and you buy a brand new vehicle to do rideshare in, you're going to be very, very, very upset. You're going to be really upset, because with today's prices on vehicles and the rate at which driver pay is cut, you will always forever be upside down if you go out and buy a brand new car to do rideshare only. You're going to be in trouble. Actually, not even rideshare, gig work. If you buy a brand new car, or if you already have a brand new car and you're trying to do gig work full time, you're going to be upside down. You're going to lose money. I don't give a shit what anybody says. You're going to lose money. Yes, sir. Dirty Driving said hi. You'd be upside down on your loan within. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't do it. So for me, it's always been good for me. Since I got this car, since I'm doing the lease deal. Now, when times are good, I've said this over and over again. When times are good, it's easy to make these weekly payments or monthly payments, because I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about maintenance. I don't have to worry about tires. I pay for that convenience of not worrying about it, mileage or any of that shit in the weekly, right? But in the summer when it's slow, I got to dip into some of my other streams of revenue. And in case you guys who have been following me for a while haven't realized what I do, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Y'all know how on the Tesla Rideshare channel, I was doing $500 for the weekend, Saturday, Sunday? That's my note. So I make that $500 on Saturday and Sunday. That's my note. It's paid. So the other 5 days of the week, whatever I make, which is usually between $500 and $700, that goes to whatever's got to go to. And so, I'm not saying it's a lot of money, but that's why, what ride sharing does for me is ride sharing affords me the opportunity to do what I do every morning now, which is trading, because trading is where I'm trying to go. That's my pivot up out of here. It allows me and affords me the opportunity to work on my Amazon stuff, and that's another little stream of income. And so that's what rideshare does for me. That's how I make it. Reservation details, $47. Comfort ride. Wait a minute, where's it going? All right, y'all. I might have just took a ride I shouldn't have took. Let's see where it wants to go. I think this is a bullshit ride. It's going to go into Miami, I bet. I just saw $47. Yeah, no, we're going to cancel that. 79 minutes, 48 miles into downtown Miami. No, we don't want that ride. We're going to accept that trip by mistake. Cancel it, yeah. So, what just popped up, which I just turned, now, if it was a Premier ride, going from where I'm at now, down to Miami Beach, that'd be about $100, $110 ride. I don't mind taking that ride, because I don't work Miami Beach. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Nope. $47 to go to Miami Beach. If it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday or Sunday, it's a 5 o'clock rip going down to Miami Beach. It's a trap. It's a trap. So, no, I won't be doing that. Dirty Driving. How much is a Tesla per week? So, I've got the Model Y with insurance. It's $4.99 a week. It's expensive. But, like I said, I don't pay for nothing, including tires. They take care of all that. So, it's extremely expensive for me right now. Okay. We got all kinds of stuff going on here. Hold on a second. Nope, I canceled that. Ain't got to worry about that. Now, I might regret not taking that $47 ride. I really might. I don't know yet. But I gotta stand on my ground. I mean, it's 48 miles, $47, dollar a mile, let's be honest. It's a 5 o'clock ride, 79 minutes, so you're talking an hour and a half between picking them up, taking them down. That's about $30 an hour, plus tolls. Nah, I'm good. Now, maybe next time, but not good. I also do the rental, and it's $352, $53, and I'm in a 23 Malibu. Okay, who you getting your rental from there, Hoss? Let's see. I'm seeking a minimum. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me catch up with commuter. I'm seeking a minimum of 30 per hour for time, distance, and an EV is less critical. Surges are very few and far between, mostly large special events, and when cruise ships come back in town. I heard that, commuter. See, and now for y'all, I said this before. He's over in Ireland. But that's a tourist destination too, certain times of the year, right? So if you live in a tourist destination, so obviously Southeast Florida, out there in LA, San Diego, where you got cruise ship ports, up Casey just north of you, in Canaveral. By the way, Canaveral there from Vero is what, about an hour and a half, right? North of you, Case. That's not a bad place, bro. I've taken some rides out of there when I've been up there. Let's see, commuter. I finally put my papers in for retirement. I'm just waiting for it to come through. I will do a little Uber if it suits, and some private work. That's the other thing, dude, is like, you know, I've actually been doing some been doing some private rides again. My buddy up north, you know, he gave me a few rides, and then my Uncle Richie, he's always needing me every now and then. I don't know if y'all remember, but for like the last year, I've been dead set against doing private for me, because I didn't want the commitment, because I'm so focused on my trading. Trading's where it's at for me. But until I can stand on my own there, and I was close before I had my heart attack. I was close, man. Yeah. Maybe God wanted me to have that little scare in my life so that I could be here today talking with you folks. You ever think about that? God's got a funny sense of humor, man. But I love him, and I thank him, and I praise him daily. Anyway, Mr. Techniques, yeah, this week Premier and Premier SUV has been super slow. If it wasn't for private rides, I'd only made about $120 on the app this week. It's bad. Bro, I'm hearing this everywhere. I got a message yesterday on that last video I dropped. There was a comment yesterday out of, oh God, he's going to be mad at me. I can't remember his name offhand. Oh God, jeez, what the hell was his name? But anyway, he was like, he's in Orlando, and he's between Disney and Universal Studios. He says he's about in the middle, which you would think is perfect. You shoot right on down there to I Drive or Orange Blossom Trail, and you know, you usually get a lot of rides. I mean, the convention business is slow in the summer. We know that. It's too damn hot, even in Orlando. But, you know, you figure the parks are full, right? Kids are out of school, college is out, everybody's making their run to go to the parks. And he even said he was slow, and he said Memorial Day was super slow. So, you know, I think I got an Uber driver in front of me, y'all. In fact, I know he's an Uber driver. I can see the Uber sticker. I hope he ain't looking on the app and be like, hey, that's Vinny Cuz over there. Let me get over there and try to get some of his rides. Is Waymo affecting you in Miami? No, because it's not operating in Miami that way. All it's doing right now is mapping. And somebody saw it that Waymo was on 95 the other day. You know, I guess during rush hour it's slow enough where them Waymos can get on the highway. No, Waymo's not operating yet here. There's another company, Aptiv, that's running down in Miami, but I think they're just doing deliveries. I don't think there's any autonomous vehicle service yet in Miami. And here's the other thing. Just like everybody was so happy about Uber Black coming to Miami, did y'all happen to notice, for my local people, where that Uber Black was going to start? It's going to start in South Beach. Now, here's the thing, because somebody said something the other day, a couple weeks ago, in the on the Rideshare Garage Live. They said, well, hey, you know, the Uber Black is spreading to downtown. If the ride originates in South Beach, they'll be able to go wherever they need to go, whether it's the Brickell, Key West, Orlando, New York, wherever they want to go. But the ride has to originate in South Beach. So just keep that in mind, guys. Let's see. Port Canaveral, you need a permit to pick up people or they hit you with a ticket at the port. Really, Casey? Dude, I probably picked up on Uber 5 or 6 different riders when I've taken rides up and just turn that app on and get a rip. So that's new to me. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. I ain't trying to pay nobody no money, man. I don't make enough to pay it. The Titanic was built in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Over 80 cruise ships docked between March and September. This makes our town very busy, and the Uber app works in Ireland just the same as it. Bro, get that money, Hoss. Get that money. Here's a hot spot if you live where I am. Port St. Lucie has the ballpark, the Mets play. So, Casey, where you're at in Vero, do you see the surge in Jupiter at all? Because if you're in South Florida and you just look up in the evenings, like tonight, it'll happen again tonight. But it's just too damn. Unless I get a ride up there, I'm not deadheading up. For me to deadhead up to Jupiter from where I live is about 65, 70 miles. I ain't not even in the Tesla am I doing that. Dirty driving. I'm worried about them coming to Tampa market. You know, it's funny, man, with Uber. It's like they either hit the Miami market, the Orlando market, or the Tampa market, and then maybe 1 or 2 little cities. It's never all 3 at a time. They always do like this plus this one, and then this one plus that one. So I think mid-July, I've been telling Thomas, y'all know Accounting Tom. I think I got to take the Queen up there in July, which is like the worst time, but she's going to be up there for a week watching my grandkids. So I got to take her up there and drop her off. I'm going to be over by Wesley Chapel, between Wesley Chapel and Land O'Lakes. And, you know, I got to try to do some driving over there, man. I got to try to do some driving up there in Tampa, just to drive. Not to take nobody's shit. I ain't coming up there to try to get nobody's money. But Thomas tells me all the time that, you know, it's kind of tough up there, man. It's a tough market. Who is Mr. Gambit? Big Dog, another one from California. What's up, player? 540,000 Venezuelans may help your market, Vinny. If they get kicked out with the green cards, Uber has 3 million more drivers than they need. Well, I mean, right when, and this ain't political, but right when Trump took over, became president, and that was about the same time that the illegal accounts on the mainstream media was making their rounds. Y'all remember that? And what we noticed here, and Dirty Dancing or Dirty Driving and anybody else in my market, or not Dirty Driving, Mr. Techniques, and anybody else in my market, you noticed all of a sudden your airport queues had dropped tremendously, like there were nothing. But you know what? Omar sent me one last night. Y'all remember Omar Drive with O? Omar sent me a screenshot last night. 315 X cars in the queue last night at Fort Lauderdale, and that was late night. 315 at Fort Lauderdale, bro. That's a lot of cars, man. That's too many cars. So, but when all that happened and they were going after those illegal accounts on Facebook and this shit, man, all of a sudden you go to the airport and make a living. Even X-Rides were paying phenomenal. Like they were paying what they were paying 5-6 years ago before the pandemic. You could make some goddamn money. Now, nah, bro. Yeah, I won't even go there. Trying to catch up with y'all. Just remember. Oh, wait. Hold on, y'all. I'm swinging y'all out because I got to open the door. I wish I could show y'all how I got this mounted, bro. This thing is phenomenal. Anyway, we are sitting here doing nothing. What have we been online here? About 35 minutes. Let's go for a drive, y'all. Y'all want to go for a ride? I don't want to sit here and just waste my damn day. I hate wasting time. It's the one thing I don't like. I don't like wasting time. It's like this. I don't need to be out here if you can't keep me busy, Uber. I'm just saying. If you can't keep me busy, there's no reason to be out here. Let's see, Mr. Yeah, I hope so, because I'm in Boca and I can see the suspect drivers all the time. It's still a problem. Yeah, it's going to be a problem, dude. Dirty driving. We average over 200 per day, 7 days a week in St. Pete. Pinellas County is where it's at, is where the money's at. All right. Well, listen, who's it? So dirty driving. I got to remember name. I told y'all I'm old, though. Y'all don't get mad at me with that shit. Dirty driving. Mr. Techniques is here. Dirty driving's over in Tampa, St. Pete, and Casey's Vero. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to do my best to remember that. Okay, so that Uber driver that was sitting in front of me here, he's in a, looks like an older Honda CRV. I think he got a request. If he did, it's an X-Ride, because I didn't even get a trip radar. Or, as they say, and I'm not knocking that guy, God bless him, everybody's got to make money, but y'all know how the trip radar works. If you get the trip radar, you're not the cheapest one. If you get the exclusive, you're the cheapest one. Just saying. Just saying. Like they used to say in poker, if you can't tell who the sucker is at the table, that'd be you then. Oh, man. Commuter, 200 a day is not to be sniffed at as long as you... Well, that's the thing. 200 a day that's what Steven's shooting for out in L.A. now. His goal was... He's got a couple of sayings that I really like. Number one saying Steven, in my mind, is famous for. He's saying, it's not my job to fix rideshare. And he's right. It's not your job. It's not my job. It's not our job to fix rideshare. Our job is to help each other make as much money as we can. That's our job, right? Fixing rideshare, you ain't ever going to fix it. It's a broken system. It's been a broken system from the word go. It was always going to come to this. And God bless his heart, man. I love him to death. I really do. No matter what Sergio and to a point Chris try to do, they're never going to fix rideshare, and they know it. It's not a knock on them. It's absolutely not a knock. God bless their hearts. They're trying. It's never going to fix it because it was broken from the jump. That's just the way it is. So, like Buddha says, get your money and bounce. And so Steven was putting his nose down, cherry picking his rides out in LA, trying to get 200 a day. He's got a goal. That should be all of our plans. Whatever your number is per day, just don't worry about it. Just get your money and bounce. You know, that's what it should be. All right, let's see what we got going on here. GigU app has made selecting rides a breeze. The only way they can fix it is to go standard rates, just like taxis. Well, here, you know what? It's funny you mentioned taxis, bro, because when rideshare started, right? Everybody's car was to the nines. Spick and span clean, bottles of water. Remember the tissue boxes? You know, we had the big feather dusters. I don't know if y'all know or not, but I've been doing this shit 9.5 years, right? And I've gone through, I burnt up 2 cars on this platform. I burnt up a Hyundai Elantra. I burnt up my CTS, my Cadillac CTS. And then, you know, I got a couple more years out of that. My XT6 that I used to drive went off lease, paid the difference, got rid of the car. That's why I'm in this. Because I prefer this to the CTS. I mean, to the Cadillac XT6, believe it or not, I prefer this. Where was I going with that? So they used to, you know, we used to be the baddest cars on the road, man. We had the sexiest cars on the road, and we were getting paid. You notice now rates have gone down, cars have gone down. There are a lot of Uber cars. Next time y'all are in the airport, just take a look, man. Next time you're in an airport queue, just take a look around. You're going to see some nice cars. You're going to see a shit ton of SUVs, nomads. I call them SUV nomads, because if you check your app, like between the hours of 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. at any airport, anywhere in the country, you're going to see 5 to 10 SUVs in there. You're going to see 5 to 10 premier vehicles in there. Those people are sleeping in their fucking cars trying to make a living to pay for them goddamn cars. Fuck that. I will never do that. Anyway, but now you start looking around, now you start seeing the duct tape. You start seeing hubcaps missing, rims scratched up, doors bent in, trunks being held in with a bungee. Bro, we ain't no better than taxis now. What's the difference? What's the difference? Taxis make better money than we do. It's a trip, bro. It's a trip. If you do private school pickup and drop off from 8 to 9 and return. Yeah. Well, I mean, so there was, you guys remember Kyle, Gig With It. Gig With It was on, Hop Skip Drive app out in, California, which is, catered to kids. Now, obviously you had to go through, pretty strenuous, background checks, detailed background checks. I applied down here. My background is impeccable. Hell, the government knows everything about me. That's why I don't worry about them watching my shit. They got my DNA up in Washington, D.C. somewhere, so I ain't worried about that shit. But I wanted to get on that because that's perfect. That is perfect. And so, you know, now they don't even, I never heard back from them. So I guess, I don't know, maybe I didn't fit the, maybe I didn't fit the demographic at the time, because that seems to be a thing still, the demographics. That's the way it goes. It's okay, no problem. No problem. Yeah, sometimes the app really throttles your income, but in the end, it's coming. So you're preaching about finding other streams of income is a fact. It's only going to get worse. So we got to be smart moving forward. Well, that's what the garage has been preaching for the last 2 years. We ain't been telling anybody on that live stream. We have yet to tell anybody go buy a new car. We have yet to tell anybody, go get your professional license. We don't no, because if you really look at transportation, we've said this before too, plenty of times. If you look at transportation as a whole, it's like the restaurant business. It's extremely rare that a transportation company, any transportation company, is profitable. The only people that make money are the owners. That's it. Unless you're Amtrak, which is run by the federal government, and they run a negative every year. So we got to constantly hold them up. Your buses, your public buses, your local community transportation, they always run in the red. They never run in the black. Ever. They never run in the black. Taxi companies, they're hot and cold. The medallion owners, yeah, if you held that medallion for 20 fucking years, it might be worth something. It's only worth, though, what somebody was willing to pay. So you got to bullshit them. It's like buying a house. Yeah, the house looks like a $20 million house, but it's a money pit. Same thing with the taxis. The medallions, I know they were worth a couple $1 million, right? But look at all the expenses behind it. So just because something is worth $20 million, if it cost you $21 million to operate, it ain't worth $20 million. No transportation company does that well. And now, I hate to say it, but because of Uber and Lyft, right now, even the family limo, like down here, you got family AAA limo or whatever the hell it's called, South Florida limo and all of this shit. You think they're still stacking the same kind of money? Shit, no. You got to be an independent, an individual, and you got to hustle your ass off like Scott does out in Cali, like Trent does up in Boynton. You got to hustle your ass off, right? And again, but regular companies, transportation companies, public transit, look at the New York subway system. They rake in billions of dollars, as Trump would say, billions of dollars with a B, and yet they still cry broke. How's that possible? How is that possible? I don't know. I'm just a dumbass retired Uber driver. I don't know. Dang, Vinny, you loved your XT6. I did. And for 4 years. And let me tell you something. I had some very notable asses in those seats. And I did, man. That XT6, let me tell you something. In 2019, when that car came down the pike, because remember, I was one of the first ones in the country to have one, in the country to have that truck. Not just in rideshare. Now the last year or two, they're everywhere. But it's the baby Escalade. Was capable of doing every single ride platform with the exception of Uber Premier SUV. And it's understood. I get it, right? But I made a lot of money in that truck, man. Shit. I made a lot of money in that truck. But once COVID hit, and, I was doing I still had my private work. I was still catering to the rich and famous. And it was making good money, man. Making damn good money. But once everything started slowing down, people started running out of money, much like they're doing now. They're running out of money again, y'all. Don't get it twisted. People are running out of money. You got people that are sitting on money, and you got people that are running out of money. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, it's not worth it. It wasn't worth keeping up. All praises to Yacht. Bro, I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope all is well with you. I stopped doing Lyft for 6 months, but damn, I'm back and rides are so bad. Big dog, you ain't wrong. You're not wrong, sir. You are not wrong. I am tired of sitting here. We've been here over an hour, y'all. We gotta go for a ride. Let's move to a different spot. I know I got here early, but shit, I'm burning up. Not burning up battery that much. I started my day with 65% battery. I've been sitting here with the AC on. I'm at 54% battery. If I don't catch your chat, don't get mad at me. We're going to move to a little bit of a different area. Maybe I just need to get up out of here. Oh, this is interesting. I'm riding with the phone mounted in this one little area here. Oh, God, jeez. Okay. Yeah. Y'all don't see, hands free. Man, they got so many rich people out here. It ain't even funny. Oh, we got an accident down here. Anyway, yeah, I guess this is my version of a ride along, huh? Ha! So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go from out here in Parkland. Oh, I got rollers, y'all. Y'all know what rollers are? I got rollers over here. I got 1, 2 highway patrols. It looks like crash investigation. Okay. They're occupied. See that? Got my DJI mic here. In case y'all was wondering, bro, this is what I shoot all my videos with. This little camera right here, man. Every angle, everything I do, this is what I shoot all my videos with. If I could figure out how to broadcast live from the DJI, my little Osmo 5, I would. I tried to do it one time, but I couldn't figure it out. And it's like too many connections. It's just easier to come off the phone. So hopefully the phone is okay. Hopefully you guys are getting a pretty good, picture here. Yeah, bro, I'm good. I'm doing Lyft as a real. Yeah, listen, bro, everybody is. You ain't by yourself. You ain't by yourself. In the summer, oh no, that's all Coral Springs Police. Oh, I thought that was FHP. Psych, they got me. Everybody is, dude. And if you're doing rideshare right now, it's because you need the money. And I would hope nobody's got a problem. Ain't no shame in that game, bro. Ain't no shame in that. It's honest work. It's an honest living. We could be doing a whole lot of other garbage, but we're not. All right, now I see a young lady with a baby carriage. The dude on a bicycle almost ran her over. Damn, man, people ain't got no goddamn respect, dude. None. None. Oh, now she gonna cross the street on a green light. All right, so we're gonna slow roll this because I'm not trying to be that person. There you go. Okay, young lady, you're clear. Oh, ain't no shame in doing rideshare, dude. The shame of it is that people just don't realize, how abusive it's become to us as drivers. But hey, it is what it is. Is that Mel? I think I see Mel. I don't know. It's hard to see. What's going on, Vinny? Here at work, putting in my last day of the month. Yeah. For y'all who don't know, if you need to know, I don't know. Hopefully, I'm not yelling in y'all's ear. If y'all don't know Melvin, dude, y'all hit him up in the chat. You can hit him on his YouTube channel too. Driving in San Antonio. He works at a car dealership in San Antonio. Now, if you are in the market, y'all go check out Melvin, man. Because Melvin is one of the few guys that I would endorse as a reputable person I would trust if I were buying a vehicle. And I'm not saying for rideshare, I'm just saying in general. If you need a vehicle, go check out Melvin, man. Give him a call. Give him a shout. I trust Melvin. I can't say that about a lot of people. The people I trust is less than 10. No offense if I know you, but there's less than 10 of y'all I truly trust. Or if I said, well, here's $1,000, go put it in the bank, it'll make it to the bank. I'm tripping. I'm joking. I trust everybody. Sorry, I can't read chat while I'm driving, y'all. That's just asking for trouble. So it's 4:30-ish here in South. Now, see, now I just left, and Mr. Techniques knows what I'm talking about. I just left over by that Publix on Coral Ridge near Bay, and as soon as I left, it just popped up $1.25 surge. That's another trick Uber does. I keep saying this. I don't know if people realize it or not. I'm sure y'all do. Y'all are smart people. If there is nobody in an area, I mean nobody in that area, Uber will surge it. Not because there's demand. Uber will surge it. See that truck trying to sneak up and trying to kill that surge lane, jackass. Uber will surge it just to get somebody in the area. That's it. That's all. There's no demand. There's no ride there. So if you see a $1 surge, $1.25, $1.50, it's usually because there's no cars there. And there's no car close enough, and it just triggers the algorithm to make sure that they get a driver sitting over there twiddling his thumbs doing nothing like I just did for an hour and a half. Well, for an hour. It took me about a half hour to get there. There you go. There you go, Melvin. Hey. And Melvin, and if Melvin don't treat you right, let me know. Because once again, 2 years ago, I was supposed to shoot out to San Antonio, and that's when I got sick. Last year, or not San Antonio, Austin, to go see Eddie. Last year, I wanted to get out there to see Eddie too. And 2 years in a row, I haven't been able to get out there. So, if I do what I'm supposed to do, I might be able to get out there next month, which would be tomorrow or maybe July. I don't know. I gotta go see my homeboy, man. I gotta go smack him on that ass. But I want to get out there. I want to see some of this Robo taxi stuff, man. I want to go out there and do some video on the Robo taxi. I'm not a big fan of Waymo, simply because Waymo is not going to give back to us in the community. And what I mean by that is, with Tesla, I was thinking about this long and hard. I want to do a video on it. With Tesla Robotaxi, we as individuals will have a chance to get a piece of that money. And well, what do you mean? You and I will have a chance to get a piece of that money with Tesla Robotaxi. You and I have zero chance of getting a piece of that money with Uber, with Lyft, or with Waymo. Y'all realize that, right? We, as individuals, forget being a driver, we will not get a red nickel in any way, shape, or form from Uber, Lyft, or Waymo's self-driving systems. But with Tesla, if you own a Tesla and it has the hardware for software, and it's a Model Y, Model 3, or when the Cybercabs come rolling down the line later in this year, if you can grab one, you'll be able to upload it and put it to work, and you get a piece of that money. So my question is, which is going to be better for drivers? Now, I'm not saying everybody can go out and afford to buy a Tesla, but you know what? here's a little thought. Y'all take it for what you want, right? Take it for what it's worth. If you can grab a hardware 4 or even a hardware 3 and upgrade it, if you can find you a Model 3 or a Model Y that wasn't a Hertz rental, that's not all tore to shit, good clean body, good clean interior, battery pack is decent, and you can check the health of a battery before you buy it. If you can do that for $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, when this cybercab shit goes live in your area, you can put the car to work. I'm just saying. Now your car's doing the work, and you're sitting your ass at home learning to trade like me. That is a real option. You can do that. You can do that with Tesla. You're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to do that with Uber, Lyft, or Waymo. Those 3 companies are going to suck up all the money for themselves, and they're going to take they're already taking their investors for a ride. $10 comfort, 17 minutes, 7.5 miles. Let's do it, y'all. Let's go get, I don't even know, Geisha. Geisa. All right, y'all. Where am I going to put y'all? Y'all want to take the ride with me? I don't know if I can do that. I'm not used to taking people on a ride with me. Y'all better let me know. Or should I end the live stream and let y'all get back to work? If I do this with y'all in the car, I got to put y'all down there, but then you start getting into wiretap laws and all that bullshit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the live stream. But I appreciate y'all jumping on with me. I mean, we've been on for an hour. Holy shit. I just ran my mouth for an hour on a live stream. I've never done that. But, you know, my wife always says, play to my strengths. She says I can run my mouth with the best of them. My mama said I should have been an attorney. She said I should have been a lawyer. Anyway. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to bid y'all adieu. I'm going to go try to get this money. It's only a $10 ride. I got a $100 goal. Well, no, it's a $200 goal for the night. So, real quick, though. Okay, yeah. Real quick. Starting on Monday. I did it last summer. I'm going to do it this summer. I'm going to do it this June again. 30 for 30 is going to be back. I will be putting out a vlog video every single day for the month of June. The first one should hit on Monday because tomorrow's the 1st. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be putting out these vlogs every day. It'll be ride sharing, trading, whatever in the hell is going on in my world. All right, y'all? All right. I appreciate y'all joining, man. Y'all get them likes up. And I'll holler at y'all. Y'all be safe. How do I end this? How do I end this? How do I do it? Bam. See ya.